All right, of course, so the last couple of weeks, right, on Wall Street, the financial media, there's been this sort of campaign of doubt of all the hype, all the AI hype. And the good news is it really hasn't hurt the stocks, because the fact of the matter is it's not exaggerated. Think about this. You go back to 2010, the data that we've created, consumed, stored, it's up almost 200%. The data centers CapEx is up 4%. I mean, come on. Now, this morning, in fact, Citi came out and they said, forget about it. Data center spending is going to continue. They just increased and revised their CapEx expectations for next year and 2027. So I've got two very special guests who are in this race to power America's AI efforts. Joining me now, Fermi America, a co-founder, former Texas governor, U.S. Energy Secretary. The accolades go on, but we don't have time for Rick Perry. We got to stop there. And a Fermi America CEO, co-founder, Toby Neugebauer. I got it almost right. I think about 80% there. 80, okay. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hot IPO, stock open strong. A lot of chatter on social media about it. Let's talk about the genesis of this. How did this even come about?
Well, I think the issue is Governor Perry and I are from the Friday Night Lights football district. And when you think about it, you know, the energy renaissance is happening there, the Delaware Basin, the Permian Basin. But also in that high school football district is Stargate, the big AI project. And then you have Amarillo. And so a lot of interest in and around data centers were focused in this area. And where we thought a part was missing is being more in the epicenter of the natural gas infrastructure and more in the epicenter of the water infrastructure, and outside of ERCOT would be a place where we could produce 11 gigawatts of power. So when we're talking about 11 gigawatts, we're talking 2 New York cities. We want companies to be able to leave the grid and meet their growth expectation in an unharnessed way.
Governor Perry, you had the epiphany, but this thing moved so quickly, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect.
Yeah. And it went from a walk that my son and Toby had in Dallas neighborhood a year ago to the company being formed in January to today, an IPO. And I mean, this project is the perfect site, I think, in the world. Obviously, I'm biased about Texas, but you're sitting on top of the second largest aquifer in the United States, the largest oil and gas field. You got an interstate highway, you've got rail, you got you got a major fiber line, and you're 3 miles away from Amarillo International Airport. That is the perfect site next door to Pantex, where we've been doing nuclear work for literally decades.
One guy on social media who had some pretty smart stuff talked about this trading tomorrow. This is yesterday. He says this is the most strategic hard asset IPO in years because it tackles the real bottleneck for AI and Bitcoin, which is power. Is that true?
Yeah, again, as you've seen it, is we've got our largest publicly traded companies are involved in the sale of AI compute, and their embedded growth rates at 30 and 40 and 45%. They can't meet those growth objectives on a grid that can only grow 0 to 2%. And we just happen to have, again, we're at the epicenter of the gas infrastructure, the epicenter of the pipeline infrastructure, 4 major fiber lines, and I think we're one of the only real actionable large-scale nuclear sites in the country.
Talk about the stock for a moment, right? There's been some stocks that powered Bitcoin mining and things like that. They're making a conversion. One is called Iron, for instance. I'm sure you must know it. It's one of the hottest stocks in the market. Take a look at this thing, right? So it went from like $5 to almost $50, right?
Wow.
I know you don't want to talk too much about it, but you've got to be excited. Like investors watching this, it's up 20% today. What's the value? What's the value proposition to an investor right now?
I think that the world is short electrons in a very meaningful way, and any company that can provide electrons at scale is going to be a wonderful place to be. And the customer demand, again, our customers are the largest customer in the world for this type of exposure, is significant.
And let's one critic, one critic. Believe it or not, you got critics out.
It has to be you.
You still have critics out there. Golly, that means you had a hell of a career. That's all it means, right? It says all the red flags are there. No revenue, 13 billion valuation, powering AI by 2038. They also thought the nuclear component will be called the Donald J. Trump generating plant. So this person thought that was a negative.
Yeah, I think the key thing is if people read the S11, we're well on track to revenue in 2026 and revenue in 2027. That the customers that we are currently engaged in provide us very significant revenue growth.
Right.
So this is not a company that is not profitable in 26. It may actually. Well, I have to stay on the S11.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
27. You. But yeah, this thing that we're. And then when you look at the thing that I think they're really missing is this is the most tangible, real value asset in the world, in the sense that a land with this access to this many critical ingredients to generating AI at scale has a significant value way beyond some of the numbers being currently discussed about the company.
Give me the wrap signal, Governor, but talk real quick about the overall thing, right? We've got to win this AI race if America's going to stay preeminent.
Good point. This is our Manhattan project of our generation. We can't lose this. And this project is the one that will take us across the finish line first. We'll beat China, and we will lead the charge at Fermi America in Amarillo, Texas.
Governor, always great seeing you. You look fantastic. Toby, great.
Very nice meeting you.
Good luck with everything. Thank you both very much.